Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back, Investing Homies. Coming at you today, October 27th, Market Wednesday. My name's Investing with Curtis. I'm hosting tonight's show. And tonight we are going to be getting into basically, briefly, an update on Shiba Inu coin for you guys, exactly what's happening with that. Shiba has basically, I guess, exploded in the last week to month. Over the last week, it's more than doubled in value. And the reason it's a big deal, the reason it's actually starting to be a concern for, say, Dogecoin investors is because Shiba is about to potentially pass market cap valuation to Dogecoin and become a top 10 cryptocurrency, guys. Shiba Inu is about to potentially overthrow Doge and become a top 10 cryptocurrency. It's very, very close. It's actually crazy, right? So we're going to get into that. I'm going to talk to you guys about a stock. If you guys rather not so much want to play Shiba directly, there's a stock that you could actually play to benefit from Shiba if it does do well and does surpass Dogecoin. So there's that we're going to talk about. And then, yeah, so just you're going to get a brief description, my own personal thoughts on Shiba and Doge. And then we're also going to do a top 10 stocks. These top 10 stocks are all pretty much at a discount for the most part. And we're going to talk about how they should be on your watch list and what you would do in a buying situation if you guys are thinking of dollar cost averaging or making some sort of trading or long-term position. So thanks again for showing up for the show, you guys. This will be posted on YouTube. This is unedited, so bear with me as I learn to fix audio and all sorts of other issues editing-wise. But yeah, guys, so before we get into Doge and all that, let's just get into an overall recap for the overall market today, the stock market. We do see this was a very interesting day on the market. Like, the whole market's red, but then we got Microsoft, Google, and Tesla still in the green, right? Which is pretty crazy. S&P 500 was up. You know, the big players, the big dogs were able to keep them up. But by the end of the day, too many negative earnings reports were coming out, and so we did take a hit in S&P, NASDAQ, and Dow. So really quickly, what's exactly going on? So Apple's shares dipped 0.3% ahead of its report due after the bell on Thursday, with investors focused on how global supply chain crisis is challenging the company's ability to meet demand for its iPhones. In other news, in its reports late on Tuesday, Microsoft forecast a strong end of the calendar year thanks to its booming cloud business, but it warned that a supply chain woes will continue to dog key units such as those producing Surface laptop, Xbox gaming consoles. So even though a lot of the tech is having some decent earnings come out, they are also forecasting that, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit shaky moving forward because of the supply chain shortage. And why? So we see the stocks, going down today. And that's mainly because when you get news like this, the stock market likes to prepare itself ahead of time, like 3 months to 6 months ahead of time. So, once the news actually happens 3 months, 6 months from now, the market won't be as impacted, or it will actually trick people and go up because, it's been undervalued for so long and maybe expectations weren't as bad as people thought, right? So yeah, that's just a little update on where we are in the market for you guys really quick. And let's get into Shiba Inu, guys. Shiba Inu. Whoop, that wasn't Shiba. We'll get into that one later. But this is the big deal. What's up, Azudi? Thanks so much for the subscribe, homie. Much love, man. I appreciate you a lot, Azudi. T-Pock. And let me know if you guys have any questions about Shiba or anything like that, because I'm learning about Shiba, like, as of today, honestly. Because Shiba, I'm like one of those guys that is like, when it's a meme about a meme making fun of cryptocurrencies, it's just hard to really back it and get behind it. They say the trick to investing nowadays is to just be a delinquent YOLOer, and I really don't believe that. I really think that it's very risky doing that, and most of the times if you're acting like a delinquent with your money on the stocks or on cryptos, you're most likely going to lose. And yeah, there are a lot of people that make huge gains, and especially when the Dogecoin or the Shiba coin is up right now, like huge, you're going to see tons of memes, tons of stuff on social media, people posting their gains, their profits, flexing hard and that sort of thing. But, did they sell? I don't know. Most of them may still be holding. The smart ones sold, and we will see. Or at least the smart ones sold a portion, right, and kept the rest to ride for the potential YOLO there, right? But anyways, guys, so the big news, Shiba Inu. This is the top 10. This is coinmarketcap.com. So we can see the top 10 cryptocurrencies that we got right here. and Dogecoin being number 10, and this is by market cap, like the valuation of the entire crypto coin. Here we have Shiba. It's literally less than $1 billion. Earlier today, it was $2 billion away, and now it is literally less than $1 billion. So it almost seems like it's going to happen at some point. And once Shiba passes Doge, it's a big deal, because once a coin gets into the top 10 of the crypto market caps, it's harder to have it dethroned. It's considered more legitimized if you're in the top 10 cryptocurrencies, honestly. So it's actually wild, you guys. And I'm really curious. Like, I was not really a Dogecoin investor. I did trade it up and down, but I am curious if you guys watch this video, like, and you did invest in Dogecoin, what are your thoughts on Shiba? Do you like Shiba? Because, you know, Shiba is actually known as the Dogecoin killer. Its purpose for creation was to take out Dogecoin, you guys. So I wonder how all the Dogecoin investors feel about that, and if you guys got into Shib as well. And if you did, congrats to anyone that is in Shib. Props to you. Hope you guys figure out how to make a safe exit strategy and or hold a portion of it for the long term, however you want to treat it. But so what are the big catalysts that are going with Shib, you guys? And keep in mind, one funny thing I thought about is that with like the media, you guys, the media is going to try and pump Shib. Once they see Shib passes Doge, like, I guarantee you right now, there's already articles pre-written for tomorrow. If Shib does pass Doge, they're already going to have these articles ready to go. They're just going to blast them out there, and Shib's going to get a lot of attention, you guys, and who knows, it could go parabolic, and it could keep running up like crazy. And homie Poke Me for Fun says, I want to put some money into that stock, just scared as F. Yeah, it's definitely risky, and it's not a stock, it's actually a cryptocurrency. I believe you can buy it on Coinbase right now. I am not too sure, but it's funny though. Yeah, Doge Shiba is definitely getting some crazy news, you guys. We can see on Google Trends, its peak was back in May, and now it's starting to get a new peak here in October. And I don't know, if any of you guys are from Alaska, man, let me know what the hell's going on in Alaska, because you guys over there are buying hella Shib. Someone knows something over in Alaska, you guys. You better move over there, see what's up. Oh, don't look at that. Yeah, that's for later. Anyways, so what are some big catalysts that are like to look out for Shib? Some positive catalysts to see, you know, how this is all going to play out. First one, which is the one we already been talking about, is when Shib passes Dogecoin. That's a definite positive catalyst for Shiba, and we'll see how that plays out. The next big catalyst is going to be Robinhood, you guys. And so Robinhood, basically, let me get into this. I don't want to go out of order, but Robinhood, you guys, let's take a look really quick. Because I am doing a top 10 stocks that are down for you guys to buy. Robinhood is one of those stocks. And so Robinhood just reported a really, really bad earnings. Long story short, with Robinhood, when they IPO'd, they took advantage of the fact that there's so many people, so many new retail investors coming into the space, making an account with Robinhood, using their services, and that sort of thing, right? And so fast forward to today, it's not like that anymore. There's not as many retail investors coming in as excited about the situation and all that sort of thing. And so Robinhood's earnings this time around were very bad. And so that's why we see the stock down to where it is. And actually, Robinhood is finally below its IPO price. So that's looking like a decent enough starting point to buy anyways. But the thing about this is that the Shiba community, the leaders in the Shib community, are really, really pushing Robinhood leaders as well to list Shiba on their exchange. Just like you can buy Dogecoin on Robinhood right now. They want to list Shiba, right? And if we get Shiba onto Robinhood, that's going to be a huge positive catalyst for Dogecoin. But not just Dogecoin. I'm sorry. If we get Shiba on Robinhood, it's going to be a positive catalyst for Shiba. But it's also going to be a huge, huge, huge positive catalyst for Robinhood, you guys, because Robinhood equated about over 60% of its crypto trading sales, its profits from people trading cryptos on its platform, from Dogecoin alone. Just Dogecoin equated to 60% of Robinhood's profits in cryptos. And so if we get a Dogecoin round 2 with Shib, that's going to be extremely profitable for Robinhood. So this is the stock I'm telling you guys, if you're not too fond of, putting your money into Shib, you want to put your money into an actual company that does actual things and has an actual future of profitability, not just because of Shib, but because of so many other things. Robinhood is obviously one of the most innovating brokerages out there, right? A lot of people hate on it, obviously, too. But if you're looking for the fastest, easiest brokerage, Robinhood's pretty much the one you got to go with. But yeah, so I think Shib could be a huge positive catalyst for Robinhood. And so that's why I'm thinking of adding some shares potentially here in the short term before Shib does get too out of control, right, guys? And then the final catalyst for Shib, you guys, is just simply once we get it passing Doge, once we get the Robinhood potential listing, it's just going to be the FUD that is there now, the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. And remember, FUD goes both ways. So you're going to be fearful that you're missing out on Shib, the great opportunity that Shib is. So you're going to throw money into it, and that's going to be fear. Then once or on the flip side, Shib starts crashing, and you're fearful of it crashing even more, and then you sell out. The FUD is going to be the third catalyst for Shib. Once we get to that peak FOMO period where you see everyone posting about Shib nonstop. Let's get Shib. Let's buy Shib to the moon. Blah blah blah. And then it's eventually gonna boil over, and then we'll see where Shib ends up. I mean, Dogecoin surprised all of us with the fact that it still remained relevant after the whole SNL Elon Musk hype peak FUD right there. Right? It collapsed like well over 50%, but it still remains somewhat relevant today, being the top 10 cryptocurrencies. And Lawrence, thanks so much for the sub, my dude. Appreciate you, homie. And what's up, Vibe Wizard? You guys own any Shib, any Dogecoin in the chat? Oh, and full disclosure, I own no Shib and no Dogecoin. So, guys, yeah, that's my main point with Shib. And just so you guys know, there's this other coin coming out. It's called the Buff Dogecoin. And the Buff Dogecoin, honestly, you guys, I'm just trolling right now, but this is a real thing. The Buff Dogecoin is coming out. They're also, what does it say right here? I haven't even read it. Buff Dogecoins is the buff version of Dogecoin. Buff Dogecoin is extremely hyper deflationary, where each burn will double in its quantity to the previous burn. The project has a serious mission of rescuing animal shelter and environment such as a forest conservation. It is due to interconnection of everything. When we destroy nature, it will also destroy human and animals as we are one. Alright, I don't want to read all this, but anyways. Shiba became a thing. People didn't think it was going to be a thing. There's Buff Dogecoin. My friend Gage was like saying there was Cat Girl coin. There's so many of these funny, meme-like, degenerate tokens out there, you guys. And I just want everyone to try and to get from this video, just to take these things with a grain of salt. Don't FUD into any of these things at the end of the day. Only rationally put what you are willing to risk into these types of investments, because, however great it may seem, it doesn't seem like it's anything that special. It doesn't seem like there's anything, it seems like anyone could just make one of these coins and just call it something crazy, and if it gets a good enough name, good enough little recognition, it could potentially kill it. That's just my thoughts. So just be careful with investing into Shib and Doge and, all that sort of thing, you guys. Not to say you shouldn't, because, opportunity is there. We've seen the percent gains, but only risk what you're willing to lose, in my opinion. Homie has 4 million Shib. That's what's up, man. Are you doing good? Did you just buy it today, or are you up nicely on your Shib? Congrats if you are, my dude. Alright, guys. So that about covers all I really wanted to say about Shib for you guys. So we're going to get into top 10 stocks right now. We already covered Robinhood for you guys. So let's actually pull up TradingView. And I'm going to just look at Robinhood. I mean, Robinhood is not going to have that much technical analysis because it is a fresh IPO stock. But you can see it is downtrending. It's probably got some more wiggle room to go down even lower. So I'm going to just draw one little support line at the very bottom of this candle at $33. So if Robinhood goes under $33, I feel like it's a pretty decent investment for the long term, regardless of what Shib does. But I think that Shib could be a catalyst that causes Robinhood to move pretty quickly in the short term. So you don't want to miss out if you are looking to get a brokerage into your portfolio. Like if you don't own a stock like Coinbase or Robinhood, it's a good little way to diversify yourself into the finance space, into a company that's easier to like understand more so than like one of those big institutional companies that owns a lot of other bonds and all sorts of stuff, right? I'm up 200% on Shib. Yeah, I'm not buying the meme coins either, L-Dog, but I think it's just really important to touch base on it. I mean, Shib is basically the top news for today, and I like how it could affect Robinhood, though. It's making me really intrigued on this play with Robinhood. And then, Vibe Wizard, congrats on your Shib position, homie. My other homie was up big on a meme coin just last week, and I was telling him the safest thing you could do would be obviously to take all your profits, right? But I'm not trying to like force anyone to do anything like that. But on the other side, the other thing you could do is you could sell your initial investment, right? Like say you invested $500 and now you're up 200%, so you're up like $1,000 or whatever. Sell your $500, take that out, take your initial investment, so that now your profits just ride, and it's literally no risk to you because you already took out your initial investment. Because at some point, there is going to be a decent correction in Shib, right? And it's hard to just always try and time it perfectly. So best thing you could do, take out your initial investment, keep your money safe. That's what I would recommend. But anyways, let's get into the top 10 stocks. Number 2, going to be Snapchat, you guys. Snapchat, we had a big stream on Monday talking about the metaverse and basically stocks that are going to be benefiting from the metaverse. Snapchat is one of those stocks. Snapchat and a lot of the social media stocks have all been getting beat down very, very heavily today. Twitter is another one of the stocks as well. Snapchat, I have a support drawn here at $50 to $48. So I think Snap is going to have some solid support at that $50 range. So you will be getting a decent deal here at the dollar cost average into the stock. So everything's looking good for Snap, honestly, on this dip. Overall, let's try to look at Snap. I think they had bad earnings. I'm not really sure what caused the dip other than the supply chain affecting a lot of these tech and social media companies. So Robinhood's not giving us the earnings, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know if you know in the chat what went wrong with Snap over the last couple of weeks. But Snap's one of those social media stocks that I think is a good one to invest into. And then another one would be Twitter. Twitter, let's draw some support for Twitter because I did not do so already. So Twitter should have solid support, just like Snap, actually, at the $50 range. And you can see Twitter just actually broke down under the support for the first time. It tested it twice and broke out on the third time. This is actually a very bearish. So it's more than likely Twitter's going to go all the way back down closer to the $50 support. So yeah, be on the lookout for Snap and Twitter going to those $50 supports, you guys. Those are the first two, and then Robinhood we already mentioned. Next stock we are getting into is DraftKings. And DraftKings, I actually bought some more today. I actually finally added some DraftKings to my Roth IRA position. DraftKings is consolidating nicely in this $49 region. And as long as it doesn't dip below the 44, I remain bullish in the short term. And so we will have to just see how long it consolidates for until we get another positive catalyst that sends it up into above its 200-day moving average, right? And that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting by the end of the year, before the end of the year, DraftKings should be back above its 200-day moving average and uptrending. Right now, it's in a little bit rough waters right now. It's competing with other brands right now to acquire certain businesses. It's having some insiders take some profits right now. But keep in mind, Kathy Woods just bought into this company more so. NFL season is picking up, so we have tons of profits to be had with the online sports betting in that sense. And I lost my last point, but DraftKings, there's just the overall sports betting space has so much more room to grow. So long term, you can't really go wrong with DraftKings, in my personal opinion. So there's that one for you guys. And then I also bought into Bets today, you guys. BetRoundHill Sports Betting Gaming. This is the same concept. DraftKings is in this ETF. This ETF focuses on online sports betting companies. And so I also believe in a lot of other online sports betting companies like Genius Sports Betting and that sort of thing. And I wanted to be in them, but I feel like it's better to have the whole market because I'm super bullish on the online sports betting market as a whole. Regardless of what company is going to be the number one, I don't care that much, but I do believe that the overall market is in its infancy, and so there's so much growth to be had. So you can't really go wrong getting into the sports betting ETF. Right now, technical analysis wise, let's just draw support. And let me know if you guys have any questions about any stocks. I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible so that we can get a quick stream, and then I can just upload this to YouTube for all the homies to rewatch. All right, bet. So that one is good. Next stock, also a stock that was mentioned on last Monday's stream in regards to the metaverse and that sort of thing. I just saw a commercial today of this guy who made his own virtual metaverse avatar. It's already being made. I saw a commercial today, and it was made through Unity. Like, the character was made through Unity, guys. Unity is going to be big. Shout out to Eric Tangadol. If you're out there, homie, don't ever sell your Unity. Keep buying, homie. And Unity, as far as like a deal right now, it's not like all the other stocks we just saw. It's not at a significant discount. It's actually, we missed the run up here pretty bad, honestly. But you know, with a stock like this, you know, any good company, you're always going to be like, I want to get it down here when it's back down here. The facts are, it could potentially never even go back down there again, right? So any company like this that you have high convictions about, just start to dollar cost average into it and forget about it. Forget about it. All right, moving on. Next stock, homies. We got Wynn Resorts. And so Wynn Resorts is at a significant discount right now. They did have a lot of the pullback with the whole China situation that we did get over the last couple of weeks with the whole China issues we were having. But this company is always a steal deal every time it's under $100 a share, in my opinion. It's currently at $92, $93 a share. I own a lot of this company, and I believe that this overall, the traffic in Vegas has been picking up nicely. And Vegas is set. Like the market in Vegas is going to be good for Wynn, no doubt. Like Wynn already has, they have like a new hotel thing set up. I'm going to explain this horribly, but they have a new facility set up, and next to the facility is the new stadium that was built. And now that we're having open, large stadium gatherings, Wynn's going to be very profitable marketing deals with guests to go to the stadium and that sort of thing. So Vegas is booked. Vegas is locked in for them. The only problem Wynn is having really is, I believe, in the China market because they do have casinos over there in Macau. And so, yeah, once China gets through the COVID and all that good stuff, that's pretty much when Wynn is going to be coming back up. And so I really like Wynn. Wynn has a solid support at $80. If it goes below $80, you guys, it's a steal deal. All right, let's keep it going. All right, next stock, and honestly, my biggest loser, not as money wise, but as far as a percentage wise, as far as a position that I am currently holding, is Nintendo. And so I don't know what's going on with this, all these things. Okay, whatever. So with Nintendo, you guys. Nintendo has been, I don't really know why they're getting beat up too hard in the short term. Maybe overinflated expectations as far as like their valuation goes. But this is really good. This is what you want to see. A stock declining as they're about to release a lot of products that are going to start to make them very, very profitable, right? So supposedly there are multiple Pokemon, I mean, not supposedly, there are multiple Pokemon games coming out for Nintendo, like the Legends of Arceus, I believe, is one of them. And Pokemon overall is the number 2 best-selling franchise games for Nintendo. And so that's going to inherently be good for Nintendo if they sell a lot of Pokemon games going into the Christmas season and that sort of thing. And so I most likely will be adding a little bit more Nintendo here if we continue to see a dip. My support line is set at $50 as well. $50 is a nice, rememberable support for you guys. Remember, we got Snap, Twitter, and Nintendo, the $50 supports. If you see them go close to or under, good buying opportunity, in my opinion, homies. Lawrence says, I got into Matic at 1.26 in September. Pretty happy to see it's at 1.86 today. I held even though I was down on it. Small money. Nice. Is Matic a stock or is that a crypto, L-Dog? Matic. Yeah. Oh, that's not Matic. Yeah, let me know. Is that a stock or a crypto? Okay. Keeping it going. So I mentioned Robinhood for you guys. Yeah, so yeah, Robinhood is a solid one. Like Robinhood, you could start dollar cost averaging now, and if Shib does surpass Doge, you're probably gonna make a killing. And if Robinhood, not if Shib passes Doge, if Robinhood lists Shib onto their exchange, you're gonna make a killing on Robinhood. Oh, it's Polygon's second layer solution to Ethereum. Nice. And like that's another thing, you guys, why Shib, why Doge, and why all these altcoins are doing well. It's because we're becoming more reliant onto the Ethereum blockchain technology and the alts, and so they're getting more recognition now than I believe they have had in the past. So let's keep it going. We got 3 more stocks for you guys, and then I'm out. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, my dudes, my homies, investing homies. Appreciate y'all. And if you guys want to check out our free Discord community, links are all down below. And yeah, come kick it with the homies and see what's good. I'm chilling in the Discord too right after this. And homie wants to check out Kadena. I'll do that for you, homie. So Facebook, you guys. Facebook. I just bought some Facebook yesterday, and I will continue to buy Facebook as it continues to dip. 304 looking like a good support for Facebook. After 304, the most solid support would be 259. So anywhere from 250 to 300, Facebook's a deal, you guys. Facebook is going to be, if you saw last Monday's stream, check it out on YouTube if you haven't, or on our Twitch replays. We talked about the metaverse and who's going to be creating the metaverse. It's going to be Facebook. And just go watch that video. It tells you all you need to know. But literally, Facebook is rebranding. They're no longer going to be called Facebook. They're going to make a new name, and they're going to be predominantly creating the metaverse, you guys. So look forward to that. Facebook, 250 to 300 is a buy. It's even a buy right now. I bought some yesterday. Next stock is Boeing. Boeing is a stock I have not talked about in a long time with you guys. So let me just try to draw a support for you guys. Definitely some solid support right where it's at right now, actually, too. So this is going to be crucial, you guys. Let's see if I can make this a little bit cleaner. Let's just do it right there. All right, so from 203, Boeing needs to basically stay above that psychological $200 mark. Right now, Boeing, I still think, has a lot of profitability moving forward. It's my airline play, you guys, because the actual airlines themselves are all in a ton of debt. But with Boeing, they're not in a ton of debt, and they actually are a government-funded company. They employ one of the largest workforces on the planet. I believe it's like over 100,000 workers worldwide. And this is just a solid value company, I think, for the long term. Can't really go wrong with it. Its peak was around 276 in the last few months. And so you're buying it now at a low 200 price. Pretty good deal if you're into getting a stock like Boeing to balance your portfolio. And then homie wanted me to take a look at something. Sorry about that. Kadena. What is Kadena, homie? Is that a stock or a crypto? Looks like it's a crypto. Kadena's going off, it looks like, homie. Went from 1 cent to 7 cents, even 8 cents. Nice. So obviously, when you're investing into a crypto, you want to look into many different things, right? I'm more of like a fundamental guy. Like my background is in stock picking, fundamentals, picking companies that will turn profits, and that sort of thing, right? With cryptos, it's a little bit different. You need to look into the white papers, you need to look into the developers, and you need to look into basically like the community of the coin. And the community is a huge factor now. It's almost like your coin could be useless, but if the community is there, boom, that's all you need. And that's the whole degenerate side of trading nowadays, right? But I'm not talking shit on it. I'm just pointing it out. It is what it is, right? Any one of us could just simply have been one of the early apes or one of the early GameStop guys or any of those and just said, screw it. All these people say buy, I'll just do it anyways, YOLO. And you would have made a bunch of money if you sold appropriately. A lot of people don't sell appropriately, and that's the problem I have, is that a lot of people shield these things without promoting the risks involved with them. So just be careful when you are investing or trading them, right? And then the final stock for tonight, you guys, is going to be a stock I've never honestly looked at, but I always hear Meet Kevin talking about it, man. Enphase, right? Any guys that follow Meet Kevin, you know he's talking about Enphase. The guy probably owns some Enphase. And Enphase had a 23% upward move today, I believe. You can see that huge gap right there with the green candle. So something big happened for Enphase. I don't really have, it's not really a decent buy right now, obviously, being at all-time highs, right? But I just wanted to bring it into your guys's, vision. So you have it in your, you can look it up in your own free time. ENPH for you guys. Enphase just made a crazy big upward move. Is this the start of a crazy upward bullish trend? Potentially, or maybe not. So be careful. But I'm going to look at the chat right now to get the last questions for tonight. And then I am going to head out, homies. Again, I appreciate the subs from the homies. And I appreciate you guys tuning in for this quick little show. We'll definitely be live, I believe, Friday with Crypto Will. He'll be hosting the crypto stream. And yeah. Homie says, not a good buy in my opinion. All-time highs with not much consolidation between $2 and $8. Yeah, he's talking about the coin we just looked at. Nice. So yeah, those coins, any altcoin has the potential to give you like a solid long-term gain, right? But for you to hold that hold that crypto and sell it appropriately, you have to deal with the potentials of things going up and down. Like Lawrence said in the chat, he held a coin or whatever it was, and he was down on it for a while, and then he held it until he was up. I'm assuming that Lawrence had conviction. He did some research, so he really liked what he invested into, and he had conviction to hold it even while he was down on it. And because he had that conviction, he was able to, make the right investing decisions, not just sell for a loss. He understood what he was investing into, and now he's up on his position. The same can be said for people investing into Dogecoin or Shib, right? Say someone invested into Shib with a bunch of money, and they don't fully understand it, right? And the very next day, Shib drops 10%, right? That person who doesn't understand Shib, they're going to look and they're going to be like, oh my God, I lost so much money. They're going to want to sell out and get away from that as quickly as possible. Then, the day after that happens, Shib went up 500%. And that guy missed out completely. And all he needed to do was look into Shib, build his confidence, understand his risk, and then he was able to appropriately invest into it. And so that's the big message for today, you guys. For all you guys picking these crazy altcoins and that sort of thing, just understand the risk, have confidence in it, and just overall approach it with intention. Have a strategy. And that will be it for me tonight, guys. Appreciate all the homies. Last thing Lord says is maybe they just got to fully understand why they're buying it and being clear on what they are buying. Yes, sir, that is true. All right, homies. Catch you guys on Friday with Will, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, homies, peace.